Alright, we're back once again. This time we're playing the Minotaur, obviously. The tier 10 UK CL? I always get CL and CA mixed up. Anyways, it's a light cruiser from the British cruiser line. And let's just take a second to appreciate what's about to happen. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That feels so damn good after playing DDs for so long. We used to get dropped for like 11k. It feels so good to actually do 11k damage to planes in return for once. Anyways, that being said, this time we're going to be focusing on kind of this. I've released a Minotaur guide. It's not 100% comprehensive, so I consider this kind of a follow-up and more of an in-depth view how to actually play the Minotaur, I'd say. And your main role is basically supporting DDs. You are so good at killing enemy DDs. A lot of times people will just use the Minotaur to basically smoke up and farm BBs, but if you actually want to really affect games and really try and win them, being incredibly supportive to your DDs is really important. That being said, they have a Mk XXV, they have a Mk XXV, and they have a fantastic. I can't pronounce that. Anyways, that's besides the point. So I popped the Hydro, just in case there's torps coming in any direction. And we know it's either going to be a Mk XXV, or not a Mk XXV, but a Mk XXV or a French DD in this cap. We see the Mk XXV. Honestly, no idea why he's capping. But if it's the one thing Minotaur does well, it's absolutely destroying DDs in a matter of seconds. And that's what we do. And that gets to the first cap and the first blood. But another thing this does is that, although we're radared, but the island's helping us out here. Another thing this does is it frees up RDD on this flank to actually start harassing the enemy BBs on this flank, and even the cruisers to an extent. Again, the Donskoy's just used his radar, so he's not going to actually be useful for another maybe a minute and a half, I think. I'm not entirely sure on the cooldown of that. So again, we go for the cap, we're going to get C. We've got A. Now that we see the Mk XXV and the French DD, which I'm going to call it for the rest of this battle, on the other side of the map, that gives us plenty of freedom to chase down the Azuma, the Montana, Donskoy, and really push this flank really hard now. That being said, I'm not going to stray from my role. I'm here to help the DDs. So I'm going to follow the Kajuru into B and hopefully contest him. Now, that being said, if someone shows me full broadside, I'll take that opportunity to farm him a little bit. You know, it's basically free damage. But that being said, my main priority is just helping. Again, for me, the order of priority is caps. Well, yeah, caps, then DDs, then if there's anything else. That's it. So that being said, we have control over C. We see the Azuma pushing, overextending pretty damn hard. And now I see he's obviously going to have to show me broadside, because there's no way he's going to keep going in a straight line right there. He wants to get away. So I smoke up, then ready to start farming him. Just as he takes a massive chunk. I think that might have been from the Missouri. Although not 100% sure, but it doesn't really matter. We start farming now. He's not meant for this world. He's about to go down. And I just used a smoke for basically nothing. But again, there's no way I would have known he was going to take like a 50k salvo. Now you'll notice like I'm really close to the DD. This has kind of a mutual benefit. He can spot torps coming towards me maybe, if the Mk XXV decided to, for some reason, actually throw torps in my direction. But also I can support him with air cover at the same time. And once again, we're following the Kajuru. He spots the Mk XXV first. I do what I do best, open up and start nailing them with... Oh, this is the best feeling in the game, honestly. Minotaur was my first tier 10, and this is why I love playing this ship so much. We finish him off with a little bit of a blind fire and smoke. Now we're a little bit exposed to Donsk Boy, but it's not all that much of a worry. Again, we're going to angle for these shots coming in. We do. And they mostly just bounce. The Montana isn't in a great angle to actually hit us. And we're free to go. Now this is probably where my mistake comes in. I'm aware the Donskoy has radar. He uses it, and I'm showing full broadside to a Montana. I should have been much more aware of this. I do decide to angle, but even angling, I guess, against a tier 10 US BB, probably wouldn't be all that effective, to be honest, with the armor in this ship. That being said, when I am aimed at, you have to angle. If I'm not being aimed at, I'm free to kind of go my own way, to an extent. I'm hoping to use the Kitakaze smokescreen as a way of shooting Donskoy with the Keijiru spotting. That's probably the best outcome of this. But we do see the Kitakaze smoke about to run out, so we just the Keijiru has been very, very helpful here. Not often. It's not actually often you get this kind of support from your DDs. So we can use his smoke to actually shoot at the Donskoy and try and take him out. He's showing us pretty flat broadside. Again, I shouldn't really be in this position. I'm basically just praying to the RNG god at this point, because one good shot and I'm going to get Citadel 15 times and probably die. But his reload's pretty long, so I take one salvo and it's enough to actually guarantee the kill. That being said, now we can pretty much go and cap B for free. Again, we're pretty strong at this point. The battle's kind of over. We haven't lost a single ship. We're up 700 points. And probably the one last thing we need to do to actually secure this victory is just kill the remaining DD. He does get spotted by the carrier. He's coming straight at us for some reason. Although he probably, yeah, he's not even detected me yet. But again, decide to open up. We do get the final cap. And again, it's so important when you're using the smoke to actually fire at anything. Anything that's within range. He pops into range and he's not meant for this world. But again, it's so important to actually help your DDs out in this ship. If you're not doing that, then you're going to be highly ineffective. And you're actually not going to win that many games, to be honest. Again, kill enemy DDs and then focus on farming PvPs, not the other way around. It's a good method to be torped. Like this, if you're not actually aware of what's happening on the map. Because again, if you're sitting in smoke, even though I should have been better angled there, if you're sitting in smoke and there's DDs on the map, you're going to get torped. You can't play the playstyle of, I'm just going to smoke up and farm this BB. No, that can't happen. But anyways, with that said, GG.